Welcome to another edition of MTG Playback. It's where I play a game of Magic the Gathering on Arena and then talk about it to see how my deck did, to see how I played, to see what my opponent was doing, and to see if there was something that I could have done differently that might have made a difference. So let's get into it. Currently waiting, currently waiting, currently waiting. Here we go. Or not. That's right, this took a while. It took a few seconds to find an opponent. Alright, so 15 seconds. So here's it is. It's Karn versus Karn. Me versus Man Memba. Let's go. Alright, this is not a great hand. But I do have two Destroy Evils, and I have Gayata, and I have Metropolis Reformer. I decide to keep it, because I have the 2-drop that I want. And I just hope and pray that I get another land very, very quickly. Preferably an island. Alright, they play a Swamp. And then they cast a Zombie. So now I'm pretty sure they have a Zombie deck. Which I don't actually play that much against, so I'm not very familiar with it. Get another land, it is a Plains. I'll take it. I play Gayata. Again, not the best thing. I'd rather have the that something there to give her ward this early in the game, but I just went with it. Opponent's thinking during their first main phase. They play a swamp island, and they play this other creature that gives their zombies +1/+0. So we got a 3/2 zombie and a 2/3, which isn't great for me. I chose just to take the damage. Next turn, get another land, but at least here now I get my island. If I need it, my blue mana source. Alright, now this is where that's right. So instead of so I decided to move to combat first, because even though I moved to combat because it has vigilance, I can still use it. So do damage, then tap it to get mana, cast the Metropolis Reformer, give myself hexproof, and then get that up to a 3/4. So I thought I played that well. And if necessary, I have a Surge of Salvation that I can cast and prevent damage. I don't want to usually use it that early in the game, but it's available, so. They're thinking, and then they cast Headless Rider. Another zombie. Something's a 3/1, but now it has 2, right? And then since another zombie came in, that gets a +1/+1, so now it's a 4/3. Which means I can't kill it, and it can kill my Metropolis Reformer. Metropolis Reformer. I'll get it right sometime. Now I could have blocked and used the Surge of Salvation. Instead, I decided to just take the damage. So now I'm down to 13, they're down to 18. I got 2 flyers, they can't do much. Get another land. And now, so here's where a creature would have been helpful instead of a land. I can't use these 2 Destroy Eagles because their creatures have 4. Their power is 4, their toughness isn't. Right? And so I'm kind of stuck with my creature removal at this point. So another creature here would have been really, really handy. Another angel would have been awesome. If they do have vigilance, at least I get a blocker. I get something. But unless they can start pumping those creatures higher, I can't use my Destroy Evil. And that's a big part of my creature removal. Unless my Fading Hopes and other creatures start showing up. So this opponent is very thoughtful. They do a very thoughtful first phase, main phase. Then they launch everything into attack. I'm thinking. Decided to do blockers now. Here's where I decided to wipe off something off their field and use my Surge of Salvation, because it's not great. And I also suspected they have something in their hand, like this Infernal Grasp. So let's hexproof them, let's waste a card in their hand, and let's kick some things off the board. But that also gives them 2 more creatures that end up on the board as a 3/2. And since my Metropolis Reformer didn't take damage, I then don't get life. Again, so I got another land. That's 3 lands in a row. Right? An angel and another angel at that point would have made a big difference. Or if I got my Surge of Salvation, something at this point would have made a big difference. But if they're not pumping up, if they're just pumping up the power of their zombies rather than the toughness, there's not much I can do. Especially if I'm not getting my Fading Hopes, I'm not getting my other spells. So I remember I felt pretty frustrated at this point. I'm just sitting and waiting. And hoping I get another land, hoping I get something the next turn. Not another land. I get something. Alright, here they do. They cast Gix Command. I do not have Counterspell. So I'm going to go use my Metropolis Reformer. And Negate would have been nice. A Spell Pierce at that point would have been nice. Something would have been nice at that point. I really just decided to go down to 3 life. And then another land. 4 lands in a row. Decided to attack. Bring them down to 6. And then concede. Oh wait, no, that's right. I decided not to concede. I decided to go all the way to the end. For you people, for the fans, for the people viewing at home. Just to see how badly I die. Yep, cast 2 Headless Riders. Again, they don't have the strongest deck, but just a deck that, if I'm just drawing lands, I can't do anything. There I am. Now I am dead. So it's kind of frustrating when I have 2 Destroy Evils in my hand and I can do nothing with it during the game. Really frustrating when I have a land in my hand at the start of the game that like 6 or 7 turns in I still have it in because I just keep getting land. So land flooded again, which wasn't helpful. I think I did alright otherwise, based on what I had. It just was kind of a disappointing game. That 1 or 2 X cards, if I had gone differently, I think I could have pulled it out.